Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out Ondo's price chart. And if you remember the last time that we were on Ondo's chart, I think we were specifically right in here. And the idea was that this move up can be an optimistic sign, but I think we still need to be a bit patient and careful because there is a chance that we're going to have maybe another move down in Ondo. So what happened? So far, we are not having that move down that we talked about in the previous update, and instead, we got a decent move on the upside. However, I really have my doubts about this move up being necessarily an optimistic sign. Why is that? Because I think if I just zoom in more, and there we go. In my view, probably from this point, we are having an A, B, C structure on the downside, and this can be yep, like a 1, 2, 3, running flat into 4, another move up into phase 5. And if you go on some lower time frames, you are also able to find an ABC in this phase. So, maybe we are having, starting from here, an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat on a higher degree. Let's just delete the subwaves. There we go. Followed by a correction. And this might be another A, B, C on the upside, completing the subwaves for what? Yup, I think you know it. A WXY in form of a flat and a zigzag, suggesting from the lows in Ondo, we're just having a corrective movement on the upside and not an impulse, meaning what? Well, maybe this move down is going to continue. And here is the situation. You see, if you want to be bearish in like very short term, let's say for the next week or two with a bit more confidence, may I suggest just be a bit more patient and see, are we going to, in the current phase down in Ondo, take this important low about, let's say 86.6 cents or not? If we take it at that point, it is going to be confirmed that we're not actually having a bullish structure in here. Why? Because simple reason. You see, if you want to say that we're going to have our final low around this region, then okay, show me off of the lowest low a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order for me to flip bullish. But if we go down in Ondo and take the lows at that point, I have to say that even starting from the lows in Ondo, this is just a simple 3-wave movement, generally not an optimistic sign, suggesting our move down is going to continue either from the current point or maybe from like a bit higher, doesn't really matter. Now, question. If this phase is going to continue, what can be a likely target for it? Well, there is no definite target in here, but I do believe that you can get help from classic technical analysis, meaning support and resistances. And if you are wondering why did we get a bounce right around these areas, that's actually because this is a decent support from daily time frame. And notice that I said it's a decent support. It's not actually that much of a strong support area, but seems like so far at least it is doing the job. However, I do not want to see Ondo hanging around this region anymore. Why? Because the more times that we touch a support area, chances of getting a break of it is just going to increase by the minute. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say another time, 5 times we are touching this region, and every single time we are getting some sort of a reaction from it, meaning what? This is getting weaker and weaker by the minute. And in case that we end up going down and breaking this level, I think at that point you should probably expect Ondo to continue this phase in order to reach to about the next important region, which I believe it was somewhere around 83.5 to about 84.5 cents. Basically, if we take this low, at that point expect let's say something like a 4 to 7% move on the downside. And even like it's not really guaranteed that right in here we are going to hit our final low. No, we're just trying to have an idea about what the next step might look like, and then when we get here, okay, we are going to make new updates and see what might be next. But for now, I'm not really sure if we are looking optimistic in here, and I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Ondo. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.